Okay, hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to apply for Schengen visa, and this comprises 27 or 25 countries who are under Schengen area. Okay, and okay, let's start. Okay, so okay, starting from cover letter. Okay, I'll show you my cover. Okay, so what are the documents you need? I'll just give you a brief, and then I'll keep explaining where you can make mistakes. So for example, passport size photo, this is a standard size, and then appointment letter. Okay, this appointment letter is to the visa office. So if you are applying for Spain, you have to go to website BLS International only, and for other countries you may visit VFS International. Okay, so these are the websites from where you get the appointment to the visa office. So for Spain, I did not have to go through any interview. Okay, so it was just a document verification and biometric. Okay, so you cannot give your application to any agent, I think, because you have to give the biometric in person, right? So for couple of countries you can just give. For example, in Singapore, my friend just gave to the agent, and his whole process was done, right? So without any biometric. So that is another thing. Now, so then visa application form completely filled. Okay, you don't expect them to fill. And then cover letter, and then I'll tell you a lot of more application form documents that you need if you are in one of the IITs or NITs and want to visit for conference. And I don't know if there is any extra thing that you need to do if you are going for postdoc or anything. So maybe I'll know soon if I have to go. Okay, so this is for conference, like short term visit. Okay, and okay, so let me just show you my cover letter. So this is just the introduction, date, and then here permanent resident of India. So first blank portion is my passport number. You can just put in bracket and this information, and then I plan to visit European Turbulence Conference to be held at the. So this is the university and date. Okay, duration for which you want to visit. Okay, and location. Yes. So okay, so conference is related to my field. So you'll explain why this conference is important to you, and of course you will be a bona fide student of that institute. And let's just say your trip is sponsored, whatever amount it is. Okay, so you say that okay, you attach all the documents and this is my roll number and email ID. So that just you can just put yours. I also copied this cover letter from a friend just to tell you. Okay, so you can just copy paste it. Now, what else do you need? So let me just see. I have all the list. So by the way, if you're watching this video, I have got my visa because I will upload this video on my YouTube channel only if I get my visa, of course, Otherwise, there is no point. Okay, so fine. What else do you need? Photo appointment letter, visa application. Now there are two other forms my friends suggested. Authorization. Okay, hang on. Authorization form, and there's something called declaration. But okay, forget the spelling. You can just correct it. Okay, declaration form. But these two forms were returned for me. Okay, they returned by the person who was verifying my document. So I technically I did not submit this, but I had them, so you can just take them just in case. See, some of the rules keep changing. Okay, so you can just take it. Maybe by the time you apply, they will need this declaration form. Okay, what else? And cover letter I told you. Then account statement. By the way, account statement you need for 6 months, and get this account statement just 2 days before the appointment. And so there has to be sufficient balance in your account. Okay, I had about like 1.5 or something. Okay, 1.5 lakhs, just to show. I just got from my friend for a couple of days just for the sake of account statement. Then I returned them. Okay, fine. So, and also the most important part is this account statement of 6 month, whatever 25-30 pages are there, all the pages has to be stamped and signed by the bank manager. or deputy bank manager. For my case it was deputy bank manager because bank manager was only okay. So but that has to be there, otherwise they will not accept it, and your whole visit to the office would be you know moot, it or just failed. Okay. And also, for example, if you are a PhD student like me and you are getting a stipend, but you do not pay any ITR, right? Income tax. So there is one form for like every institute where it says that you do not come under the ITR 1961. Okay, ITA, Income Tax Act 1961. So you do not pay. So just download it, Google it. Okay, on the website. Let me just show you what does that look like. Okay, for example this. Okay, so this is just online available, just take the printout and all. By the way, on the cover letter you may have to write, so I had to write, okay, same thing that is visible here in my own words, that I do not belong to this ITA 1961, so I have attached the proof for the same, so I do not pay any taxes, something like that. Okay, now what else? Account statement is done, ITR. So I'll just write it, ITR. Okay, if you pay taxes, definitely you have to submit some form 16. She was talking about the person verifying my document. And then what is the important? Okay, I'm going to mute myself for that for like 30 seconds. All right. So you need travel insurance. There was some background noise. You need travel insurance for how long? I got it for 10 days, and I made one mistake. Initially, I had got this travel insurance for only the covering last date of my visit. So my conference ended on 6. I had my travel insurance till 6. Some by mistake I had put that date, but it she wasn't accepting my file, so I had to get the new travel insurance covering all the way to India. So if you are going from the day you are going, leaving the country, and till the date you are coming to the country, basically both the dates should be covered. So I got it for 10 days, so which was well within my visit days. Okay, so that's travel insurance. And travel insurance you can get on those office, there are links provided all the way, all the time, so you just click. Either I got from Reliance and other one is Tata, so whichever you think is like appropriate to you, you can take it. Reliance one was I think cheaper. So okay, travel insurance. And then I had COVID certificate, but she did not take it. COVID certificate, because maybe the COVID norms are you know lax these days, but it may depend on your time. Okay, what is the COVID situation at that time, you may need it. And then two most important thing is hotel tickets. You don't have to book it, you don't, so book such a ticket where you don't have to pay for a couple of months, at least 1 month or 15 days. And then in the second case, dummy tickets, dummy flight tickets. Okay, dummy flight tickets, I got it from one of the agents tickets. Okay, so okay, so dummy flight tickets I got it from agents. Okay, I didn't have to pay, but I had to pay agent. Okay, couple of $100, 300 about. Okay, so which is overcharged by the way. Yeah, flight tickets. And then yes, I also had paid, my conference fees. So there's one very important thing. I'm going to write it separately. Invitation letter. Okay, and I attached my conference fees invoice or proof. They give some sort of proof, conference fees document, let me call, or invoice. Okay, I attached it with this one. So if you have paid the conference fees, people say, or flight ticket perhaps, people say it is easy to get the visa. Okay, so that's invoice. And then what else? By the way, people say that Schengen visa doesn't get rejected. My friend had, didn't get his visa because of some reason that you will never know. Okay, so just make sure everything is right. COVID certificate, hotel bookings, okay, these are done. Invitation letter, right? So I told you. And then this is also important thing, NOC. So NOC you can get from your institute, that whatever research work you are going to present, institute does not have any objection. Okay, then bona fide. Two bona fide, one from the for your hostel, that here we call DOSA, and Dean of Student Affairs, and then another bona fide from DOA, Dean of Academic Affairs. Okay, two bona fides. Okay, what else? Of course, birth certificate, which is for us is high school certificate, right? Not birthday, birth certificate or high school mark sheet. Okay, what else? BTech, of course. I had like all the documents like intermediate mark sheet and everything. Even I had grade sheets downloaded from our Bingla website, for PhD. So intermediate, and what else? BTech, graduation certificate, and grade sheet I had, she took it. So maybe you don't need it. Great sheet. I had it, so maybe she considered it. Okay. What else? Passport, ID card. Okay. College ID card, right? College ID card. What else? PAN card. I had it, but I don't think she took it. But just in case, you can take it. Okay. Again, I'm going to mute myself just for a couple of seconds. All right, so these are the documents that you need, and then I'm going to just tell you how to fill the form very quickly. Video is getting longer, so okay. Let me just start saying this. So there's one, that passport size photo. You need to, paste it. I did not staple it. I don't know whether that is appropriate. Okay, so here surname, last name, okay, family name, and surname at birth, if it is different, or so I left it blank. I did not have that name. So first name, see again, here there is no middle name, right? But fortunately or clearly there is S, so first name in plural, so I consider my middle name here. Okay, so do that, otherwise it may not be accepted. So date of birth, of course, and then place of birth, country of birth India. If it is, I this is current nationality, of course India. And this, I did not belong to this category, nationality at birth, bachpan se Indian, right? Okay, then here male, marital status single, of course, yeah, sure. Next, you can choose whatever you belong to. Okay. Okay, next, 12th. So I left 10 alone. So just if someone is going with you, so you can fill, or else you can leave. None with me. So I left 11 also. Uh, there is no national identity number, right? Type of travel document, ordinary passport I had, no diplomatic or something like that. And then what else? Number of Travel document. Okay, this is not number of travel document, rather number. Okay, so passport number I mentioned. So you have to mention passport number, date of issue valid until issued by country, of course India. Then I left. I did not touch anything on this page. If you belong to any, so please by all means you should fill. Okay, next. So yes, of course you have to write here permanent address, applicant's home address and email address, permanent address and email address. Don't forget to mention email address. Okay, your telephone number, that is your phone number, by the mobile phone. And then here, residence in a country other than the country of current nationality. No, I did not belong to that category. Current occupation, student of course. Employer and employer's address, telephone numbers for student name, address. Okay. So employer and employer's address. So here, since you are a student, you are going to write address of your hostel, and then I wrote IIT Kanpur, like, and pin code and all that address. Okay. Where I was. Okay. Then main purpose. So somehow I thought it was a, so I during appointment I had clicked business visa. Okay, not tourism. Some people click on tourism also. They also get the visa. I think my friend got it. She had put tourism visa in the appointment. Okay, so I put business, by the way. I had put business during the appointment, but here I did not click business. I wrote others, and there I mentioned conference. Okay, I wrote conference here, and then additional information on the purpose of stay. Okay, here you can just mention, I mentioned invited for presenting my research work at European Turbulence Conference. Okay, Valencia, Spain. So something like that you can mention. And here, just you know where you are visiting. So I wrote Valencia, Spain. Here, member state of the first country. So wherever you are visiting the first time, so main, where you are going. So I wrote Spain. Okay, what else? You don't have to click single entry, two entries, or multiple entries, because this visa is going to be for multiple entries they give, I think. I don't know yet. So here, intended date of arrival of the first intended stay in. Okay, so date of arrival according to you, and then intended date of departure, when you are going to catch a flight from that country, or from Europe, or perhaps if you are visiting multiple countries. Okay, so then I left these things. Then I came to 30.30. Okay, surname and the first name of the. Okay, so here, if you know someone from the conference, you can write it. I wrote the address of my hotel. Okay, then, okay, please forgive me for the background noise. So then here also, address and email address of inviting person. So I did not know, like, so in the conference there are chairmans, I know email ID, but I did not write it here. So okay, so yeah, mango seasons, right? Fine. So here again I put the address of my hostel, not hostel, sorry, hotel. And then pin code and location, Valencia, Spain. There was telephone number given on the hotel's website, I put it here. And then here, name and address of inviting company. So that's the name of the conference or university. I wrote the university where conference was held. Okay, so University of Polytechnic in Valencia, something like that. So, and here, I wrote one of the professors' name, who I was in touch with for any information. For example, he was the chief, he was heading the conference, basically management. So I wrote his name, some Professor Sergio or something. So, and then his email address I had, so I just copied it. And here I wrote, I didn't have his phone number, so I wrote University of Polytechnic, Spain. So there was phone number given, I wrote it. Hopefully they don't call and check, right? I left. Okay, no, in 32 you have to write this one. You click others, okay, and then you write institute name. If institute is funding, or if you can write others and then sir or whosoever is is sponsoring your trip, and then you can read it. I did not read it. Okay, so I thought I have to agree with it anyway, right? What is the point of reading it? Maybe just informative. I will read before I go there. So place and date, of course, for me Kanpur, and then date, signature of minus parent. So here you can sign it. You can sign it, and for minus parent also. Okay, so I'm done with this visa form, and this was it, right? And also, yeah, a couple of more things that you must understand and you must do. So always have two sets of, so you don't need two sets of, I did not need two sets of every form, but I had it and it was helpful. So one of the, even appointment letter, I think either the person verifying my document lost it or I lost it, so I had to give from my spare one, so that was quick. And also, yeah, they take cash. So visa fee was 9,300 about. Okay, so and also you need to fill a form there which says that you are okay in giving the passport and you want it back through speed post, and there is 600 charge for that. So or you can go there to the visa office and collect it yourself, so it depends on you. Okay, so that is that. And you can bring cash, although there was this account number, IFC code and all, so you can just transfer it also, but it depends on your, this is the case for BLS office. Okay, so I don't know about VFS. So uh, I think you should prefer cash, because if your payment gets stuck somehow, then it would be delay. And then once your document is verified, your file is submitted, then you have, don't leave there, don't leave yet. So you have to go for biometric also, although you would know there once you go. And even if you have your appointment a little late, you can go early and get into the queue. This is for BLS office again. I don't know how it works in VFS. So once you get into the queue, you may get everything done before your appointment time. So it's not like very fixed time, rigid time. So, and yeah, that's it. And VLS office address, you will find it on your appointment uh, letter. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Do comment if you need any clarification, and yes, if this video helps, also just uh, give a thumbs up or comment. Okay, or email me for any query or any clarification. If I have missed anything, I'll put it into description. Okay, just for your convenience, I made this video so that it would be helpful. I had to ask multiple friends who have been there, and some of them have forgotten. By the way, one of the friend had put all the document listed all the documents, although he sent me all the list, but that that was for some other country in the Europe also, although it was very helpful. And yeah, okay, that's it. Thank you.